Well, my name is Kamini Nyamani Amano. Thanks for staying on the program. Now, in our first story, Deputy Minister in charge of Tertiary Education, Samuel Kujitu-Ablakwa, has confirmed the arrest of 13 suspects in the Ashanti and Greater Accra regions in connection with the BECE leakage. Speaking at a Campus Connect event in Wole in the Volta region, the Deputy Minister apologized profusely to the affected candidate. He, however, stated government cannot sack the WAEC boss as being demanded by sections of the public because WAEC is an autonomous entity.
The Deputy Minister said the ongoing investigations by the National Security led to the arrest of the 13 suspects in the Ashanti and Greater Accra regions. Mr. Ablakwa apologized profusely to the BECE candidates nationwide.
Reverend Ladies spent 4.5 hours at the BNI premises Wednesday night, assisting with the investigation. So far, 13 people have been arrested as of my last interaction with the BNI from the Ashanti region and the Greater Accra region. I want to use this opportunity to assure all Ghanaians, that nobody will go scot-free. Begin by extending the regrets and the apologies of government, the President, the Minister of Education, of all of us to our BECE candidates, 438,030 candidates registered for the 2015 BECE exams, which should have ended by now.
He also noted that the Education Ministry is still preparing the grounds towards converting all polytechnics into universities.
We are going to be doing a lot of investments. We are going to be spending resources. And that's why if you get the opportunity to study the get fund formula, you notice that the allocation to our polytechnics has been scaled up because of this conversion that we are about to carry out. It is the highest elevation of polytechnic education. Some people have wondered that perhaps we are just going to engage in a nomenclature change. It is not just a name change. What we are seeking to do is to carry out a true elevation in its proper understanding.
Other sector ministers also addressed the gathering made up of mostly tertiary students in turns. However, the Whole Poly SRC President Franklin Deco lamented that the perennial power crisis is having an adverse effect on the education, adding the phenomenon has made it difficult for parents to pay their war school fees. Whole Polytechnic is the third tertiary institution to host Campus Connect, a non-partisan interactive governance platform to deepen transparency, accountability and responsiveness. It also seeks to empower the youth in the country. Fred Kwame Asaris reports for Joy News.
We'll stay on the subject of education just a bit longer because Nobel Prize laureate Wole Soyinka is calling for deliberate investment in the educational sector by African leaders to secure the future of the continent and its youth. The playwright, poet, author and political activist is in the country as a guest of honor at the Ghana International School. In an exclusive interview with Joy News, Wole Soyinka said the African child has shown determination to compete globally but requires an enabling environment that encourages teaching and learning.
I had the advantage also of going to a government school, government college, Ibadan, which was well funded by the state, well staffed, well equipped. I mean, it is sad for me to go to schools, secondary schools in Nigeria today and see that school children do not even have books. Whereas when I was in school in Nigeria, I was able to fool around even in the subjects I didn't have any interest in. Nearly blew up the laboratory once or twice doing chemical experiments. You know, I burned the desk and everything like that. You know. But the facilities were there. And today's school children, they miss that, and I think that is sad. So it has to be a government policy to pump a certain percentage of the national revenue into education. It's just basic. And I was fortunate that the school which I went to was, as I said, a government school in which all the facilities existed, actually. So it's definitely governance policy, a certain budget. And this, what I'm saying, is also recommended by institutions like UNESCO, that education must have a certain percent of the national budget.
Well, government has begun the distribution of sandals to school children with a promise that more interventions are being introduced to achieve a 100% school enrollment. The first set of sandals were handed out to school children at Adafo in the Greater Accra region, with President Mahama himself involved in the exercise.
President Mahama spent time in some schools in Adafo in the Ada East district of the Greater Accra region, distributing sandals to school children. Then what he says is in fulfillment of a promise he made in 2015 State of the Nation's address. President Mahama says the first 10,000 locally made sandals is being distributed as part of many social intervention programs by his government.
We've chosen Ada, and specifically Ada for RC Primary School, to begin the distribution of the school sandals program to vulnerable communities. And just like the other programs we have, that is the school uniforms program, the free exercise books program, the free textbooks program, these are all symbols of the social democratic nature of the government that I lead. We've chosen these social intervention programs so that they can cushion families in vulnerable districts, in order that it reduces the amount of money that the parents have to spend in sending their children to school. And so if the government assists by providing the uniforms, providing the children with the textbooks, providing them with the exercise books, providing them with the school sandals, then it reduces how much money our parents have to take out of their incomes to send all of us to school. And that is why government is investing heavily in these social intervention programs.
President Mahama also announced that the World Bank has made available funds for government to build 23 more of the community-day senior high schools they promised across the country, and that more schools across the country are also being resourced.
The World Bank is financing another 23, which will bring the number to 73. Today, as he said, the award of contracts are being given for those 23 to start. And Government of Ghana this year has made budgetary allocation to start another 50. And so the total number that would have either been under construction or about to be constructed will come up to 123 community day schools. We hope that many of them will be ready for when we start the introduction of progressive free secondary education, starting with day students in this academic year, 2015-2016 academic year. So I urge all the contractors working on these projects to speed up work on the projects and also to do a quality job so that the schools are durable and serve the purpose for which we are building them.
It emerged at the program that a number of school children go to school barefooted. The Ada East Public Relations Officer says the sandals will make a difference.
It's going to help them because even looking at the season we are now, we are in the rainy season, and most of them go to school without their slippers or without sandals, and at times they are even being treated badly when with their friends treat them badly. So I think with this one, it's going to help them. They are going to be happy when they are also in the classroom with their fellow pupils.
Some of the beneficiaries spoke about how this will help them.
I feel great. I will thank the president for what he has done. I'm very sure, but some of our colleagues are not having. So it's a good thing he has done for them.